Hello Tamers and welcome to the first semi-final round of the Blast Days Rumble, Palmon vs Brigadramon. Reroll, and Palmon's going first. Security setup. Digimon standby. Let's open the digital gates. Hatching, Tanemon evolves into Lalamon. And then, for 4 cost, Yoshino is played. Turnover, hatching, Misaimon evolves into Commandramon. Then, for 2 cost into High Commandra. Finally, for 4 cost, Pride Memory Boost. 1, 2, and 3. The only applicable target among them is Commandramon and Turnover. Yoshino bumps the memory up to 3. Draw. They choose to keep Lalamon still within the raising area. First, for 3 cost, another Lalamon is played on play search. 1, 2, and 3. They are going to grab Togemon. And then, for 2 cost, the Lalamon in the raising area will evolve into Togemon and Turnover. High Commandramon deploys. And it starts by going for security. On attack, the top 3 cards of the deck are revealed. 1, 2, and 3. But the only target from among them is Tamahime Satsuki, now played for free. The rest are returned to deck bottom. Check on 4K, but it's 3K on Sunflowermon, so High Command survives. Now the Commandramon with 3K DP will take a shot at security as well. Check, but it's the Tamer, Mimi, now played for free. With her on play search, 1, 2, and 3, they are going to grab Lilamon. Now with the delay effects of Pride Memory Boost, the DigiPolice will gain 2 memory, and for 3 cost, High Commandramon will be evolved into Cargodramon. On evolve, 1, 2, and 3, they are going to choose to play a BT4 Commandra off of that. Now, since Cargodramon is a DigiPolice Digimon, Satsuki will now Mind Link to it. And finally, for 4 cost, Code Red! The DigiPolice is going full throttle from the start, unleashing their new perfected ultimate weapon as Cargodramon evolves into the deadly Brigadramon. 1 draw. On evolve, from its tactical position, it snipes Lalamon. And at the end of the turn, 1, 2, and 3. Wait a minute. 3, 2, and 2. That makes a total of 7 cost. Although it might have been better if Satsuki was a Commandramon as well, since Brigadramon's end of turn effect can play any number of cards, not just Digimon cards. He can now deploy both 2 cost Commandramons and Satsuki to his field. And with that, the DigiPolice ends its turn. With Satsuki's Mind Link inheritable, Brigadramon reboots and transforms the entire D-Brigade into blockers. Draw. Togemon moves out. First, with Lalamon's inheritable, for 3-1, 2 cost, Togemon evolves up into Lilamon, suspending Yoshino to regain 1 memory. And with Lilamon's on evolve, a second Yoshino is played. And now with Togemon's inheritable, for 3-1, another 2 cost. Glowing with the power of sincerity, the pink lilac will now bloom into the crimson rose as Lilamon evolves into Rosemon, suspending Yoshino for memory. With Rosemon's on evolve, Commandramon is suspended, triggering Mimi during your turn when a Digimon becomes suspended by an effect. By suspending this Tamer, gain another memory, as well as Tanemon's inheritable for plus 2000 DP. And with that, Rosemon goes for security. With Lilamon's inheritable, she has security attack plus 1 on her 13k. But that means Brigadramon can choose to block, and even though he loses the battle with his 12k DP, he can use Commandramon's inheritable in order to pop the BT4 Commandramon to gain even more field presence. So Rosemon is going to use her on attack in order to prevent that from happening, triggering her second optional effect to unsuspend at the same time. In response, one of the Commandramons is commanded to block and is taken out by Rosemon's Rose Whip, triggering Cargodramon's inheritable. 1, 2, and 3. There's a target. High Commandramon, since it's treated as being Commandramon, can now be played at no cost. But now by returning 1 Yoshino to the hand, overflowing with the power of sincerity, Rosemon will temporarily exceed her limits, burst evolving into Rosemon Burst Mode. 1 draw. On evolve, High Commandramon and Satsuki are suspended. Burst Mode goes for security. On attack, since the DigiPolice currently has a total of 5 suspended Digimon and/or Tamers, their top 2 security will be trashed. A Commandramon and a Numemon. Now her attack connects on 2 checks for 17k. First, 4k on Sealsdra. Second, 7k on Cargodramon. Finally, for 3 cost, Lalamon is played. On play search, 1, 2, and 3. She grabs Yoshino and BT13 Rosemon. And with that, turn over. At the end of the turn, Satsuki chooses to disengage her Mind Link with Brigadramon, and Rosemon reverts to her original form. Draw, Hatching, Missaimon. At the start of the main phase, both Satsuki's trigger for +2 memory. Now Missaimon will evolve into Commandramon, and the last remaining unsuspended Commandramon on the DigiPolice's field will go for security. Check. It is 8k on Lilymon Ace, so it is taken out as planned, allowing Cargodramon to trigger 1, 2, and 3, and play BT14 Commandra. And with its on-play search, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. First, they are going to grab Numemon, and they are going to return the remaining 4 cards to deck top in this order, with BT4 Commandramon on top. So now for 3 cost, High Commandramon can evolve into Tankdramon, drawing into BT4 Commandra. And on evolve, 1, 2, and 3, there it is, the play cost 5 Sealsdramon is played, trashing the rest. And now by returning 5 D-Brigade cards from the trash to deck top in this order, High Command at the bottom, 3 commands, followed by a Brigadra on top. Brigadramon will now receive support in the form of its predecessor, as Tankdramon evolves into EX3 Darkdramon, drawing into Brigadra. Now before anything else happens, the unsuspended Satsuki will Mind Link to Brigadra again. And finally, for 3 cost, BT4 Commandramon is played, triggering Darkdramon's effect to eliminate Lalamon, but it cannot unsuspend due to Burst Mode's on-evolve effect. And finally, with Brigadramon's end of turn, they know exactly the 3 cards that are coming. 1, 2, and 3. This time it's the perfect combination, 3 + 2 + 2 for 7. So all 3 Commandramons are now deployed and turn over. Active, Brigadramon unsuspends with reboot from Satsuki. Draw, Hatching, Tanimon evolves into Palmon. Now first, for 1 cost, Mimi will play the option card Poison Ivy, which gives 1 opposing Digimon all turns when this Digimon becomes suspended, lose 2 memory until the end of the opponent's turn. The target chosen is Brigadramon. Now Rosemon will go for security. On attack, she suspends Brigadramon to unsuspend, triggering Mimi to gain 1 memory, and with the effect of Poison Ivy, she gains another 2 memory. They are going to let it through. Final security check for the DigiPolice, and it is 12k DP on Darkdramon, but Rosemon blasts her way through with the DP gain from Tanimon's inheritance. Now for 4 cost, a Sunflowermon is played. And with her main effect, she suspends herself such that for 3 - 2, 1 cost, she can evolve into another copy of Lilamon, triggering Yoshino for memory, and on evolve, playing back the previous Yoshino. Now with Sunflowermon's inheritable, for 3 - 1, 2 cost, this pink lilac too will bloom into a crimson rose. But this time it will be the Rosemon from BT13. 1 draw. And on evolve, she suspends a BT4 Commandramon to unsuspend, triggering her all turns effect to suspend the other BT4 Commandra. The newly played Yoshino is suspended to gain 1 memory, so their turn continues. Now BT14 Rosemon will go for her second attack. Since her on-attack suspend is not once per turn, she suspends Sealsdramon, and the DigiPolice is forced to block with Commandramon, which is taken out, triggering Cargodra 1, 2, and 3, allowing them to redeem the High Commandramon they rig. Now by returning 1 Yoshino to the hand, Rosemon will burst evolve back into Burst Mode. 1 draw. And on evolve, High Commandramon is suspended while the DigiPolice's field is once again stunned. Now, Mimi and Palmon have 2 security remaining, while there are 3 attackers coming the next turn. But with BT13 Rosemon's all turn suspend, they can fend off 1 attack to survive. However, with the likes of EX3 Sealsdramon and cards like BT14 Numemon, it won't be difficult for the DigiPolice to eke out an additional attack. So for good measure, for 4 cost, Mimi will drop her partner, Togemon. As her turn reaches its conclusion, Rosemon reverts back into her original form, while Satsuki disengages her Mind Link from Brigadramon and returns to the back lines. Turn over. During the active phase, no cards unsuspend, draw, and Commandramon moves out, and both Satsuki's give +2 memory. Now first, one of them is going to Mind Link to the new Commandramon in order to give it jamming, and from its newfound tactical position, this Commandramon goes for secure. It chooses to trigger Tangdramon's Inheritable first, 1 and 2, no Commandramons, all trashed. Then with Missaimon's Inheritable on attack, since they can target both D-Brigade and DigiPolice cards, not just Digimon, they are going to return Numemon, Commandramon, and Satsuki with the DigiPolice trait to the top of their deck, in order to give Commandramon +2k DP for the turn. In response, first, BT14 Rosemon triggers on all turns once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon or Tamer becomes suspended, suspend another of their Digimon or Tamers. They choose this Commandra. And of course, at this moment, counter timing. For the sake of protecting Mimi, the time has come for the prickly cactus to bloom into the flower fairy princess, as Togemon Blast evolves into Lilymon 8. One draw. On evolve, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Of course, they are going to choose the last unsuspended Digimon on the DigiPolice's field, this Commandramon up here. For the second part of the effects, there's a bit of a translation error in this proxy. It should be, then you may return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with 5000 DP or less to the bottom of its owner's deck. Of course, to maximize their chances of survival this turn, they are going to target the Commandramon that's in the middle of attacking. So it is now bounced to deck bottom, as all of its evolution cards, including Satsuki, are trashed. Now, for 3 cost, first, Numemon is played. On play, you guys know the drill. It is Mind Link to a Satsuki from the hand in order to give itself rush and jamming as it goes for secure. Mimi and Rosemon no longer have any tricks up their sleeve. Check. 2k on Palmon, it survives. Now I'm just gonna swap the positions of this Commandra and High Commandra over here, because for 3 cost, this High Commandramon will now be evolved into Cargodramon, and they are drawing into what is confirmed to be Satsuki. On evolve, 1, 2, and 3, of course, they are going to choose the target that they rigged, another copy of Numemon. Gonna need to push back the Commandras a bit. And of course, on play, it is Mind Link to the freshly drawn Satsuki so that it can rush in. Final security check for Mimi. And it is 11k on Rosemon, but of course, Numemon survives. But with that, the DigiPolice is all out of memory. But they still have one final move up their sleeve. They are now going to return 5 D-Brigade cards from their trash to deck top, 3 Seals Draws at the bottom, followed by a Dark Draw and Tank Draw, such that for 5-5, 0 cost, Cargodramon can now evolve into a second copy of Darkdramon. 1 draw, which is Tangdramon, which means they can now do this. For 3 cost, the suspended Sealsdramon at the bottom can evolve into Tangdramon, drawing into another Dark Draw. And of course, on evolve, 1, 2, and 3, the targets are obvious. A Sealsdramon is being played. Gonna push this Commandramon to the back to give Sealsdra his time in the spotlight, which of course now triggers EX3 Dark Draw. During your turn once per turn, when you play another Digimon with D-Brigade in its traits, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost less than or equal to the Digimon you play. Although Darkdramon cannot unsuspend because of Rosemon Burst Mode, the point is, as powerful as Ace Digimon and Blast Evolution are, their play costs are extremely low. And at only play cost 4, Sealsdramon's arrival is enough to allow the 2 Darkdramons to cut Lilymon Ace down. And what happens when an Ace Digimon leaves the battle area? Overflow -3. So DigiPolice keeps their turn. And of course, the final icing on the cake, since Tangdramon evolved from a Sealsdramon, with Sealsdramon's Inheritable, during your turn once per turn, when you play another D-Brigade Digimon, it gains Rush for the turn. Sealsdra attacks. Mimi and Palmon have no blockers on the field and no security remaining. It's a direct attack, and the match is over. The winners of the first semi-final are the D-Brigade and DigiPolice United Coalition.